this is Elizabeth Joyce with Stargazing, week of June 1st through June 8th, 2020. And now it finally begins. This is going to be a week that begins the strongest astral intensity that we have had in eons. The action will remain with us all month, and the after effects will linger until the fall equinox or beyond. Since Venus continues to be retrograde in Gemini until the 24th of June, June is a good month to review your relationships and decide which ones to go forward with you and which ones need to be either readjusted or released. Venus is also associated with money, stocks, and bonds, so everyone will be reviewing and revising their budget at this time, along with a fluctuating stock market. Mercury turns retrograde in the home of Cancer on June 17th through July 12th. Home repair, family matters, food, and communicating your emotions are all up for review now. People who are delayed in putting their house up for sale can prepare during the Mercury retrograde phase for a get ready fast sale after it goes direct again. We also have 3 eclipses in June and early July, and they serve as the transition between the Cancer and Capricorn polarity and the incoming Sagittarius and Gemini polarity. They also serve to bring us a new era of the 20s, the transitional 20s, which may be difficult for some, especially if you are a Gemini or a Sag. After the isolation of the COVID virus, this is a highly restless, let's get out and move energy. The summer solstice is particularly important because there's a solar eclipse. And as if that's not enough, June 30th brings us the second of 3 conjunctions of Jupiter and Pluto in Capricorn. The virus went global at the first conjunction in February, so it will be interesting to see if this presents a calming influence on the path to healing and the third conjunction in November, or if the virus expands as the world begins to open again. The week starts off with a social Libra moon, but relationship planets Venus, which is now retrograde, makes a challenging square to Mars on Tuesday. Be diplomatic to begin the month and don't force relationship issues right now. The Sun aligns with Venus on Wednesday, marking the halfway point between the goddess's retrograde cycle. This is also a pleasant combination and adds charm and a lot of charisma for relationships as well as financial conversations. But don't carve decisions in stone until after July 12th, when Mercury comes out of retrograde. With the love planet retrograde, the emotions and feelings will be focused on the past and perhaps your primary family. The moon moves into adventurous Sagittarius on Thursday to begin the build-up of Friday's full moon. The full moon is a lunar eclipse on Friday, June 5th, at 16 degrees Sagittarius. Eclipses always travel in pairs. The solar eclipse represents the new energy and the magnetic pole being brought forth, while the lunar eclipse represents endings and goodbyes. This is the first Sagittarius-Gemini eclipse since 2011-2012 and begins a series that continues into December of 2021. So that's about 18 months. Sagittarius is ready for an adventure, and Gemini is a curious and restless energy. The perfect example from the 2011-2012 era was at the landing of the Mars rover, and it was even named Curiosity. This lunar eclipse energy brings out an end or completion to the older energy that opened up in 2011. The solar eclipse will come about in 2 weeks, which will open the Earth up to new energies coming in. The Sagittarius full moon traditionally is a time to complete adventures with foreign lands. Hence, the virus could become far less dangerous. Finish up your degree in school of higher learning, be awarded sport honors, and fulfill your spiritual and religious desires. Go ahead with any completion plans you may have now, but because it's never a favorable time for important events or signing any life-changing documents, be sure to hold off on those actions until after June 10th and before June 17th, when Mercury retrogrades. Also, after much time in virus isolation, adventure is calling. This energy is a part of a challenging T-square pattern, which has you feeling pulled simultaneously in 3 different directions at once. The moon in Sagittarius opens you up to a higher philosophy and the needs for a big adventure. You want to see the world all at the same time. The Sun and Venus, which is retrograde, in Gemini, prefers shorter conversations and classes or a quick weekend adventure. Aggressive Mars is traveling through non-aggressive Pisces until June 27th. Great for spiritual warrior, but mixed energies for pushing forward too hard. It's good to talk about your ambitions and relationship needs, but hold off on initiating too much action too soon. Practice adaptability and flexibility in this month, and it will fly by. How about trying to learn something new? 2020 has 2 eclipses in Sagittarius, the June full moon lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse, as well as the new moon in December. This is certainly a sign from the sky that there will be many significant endings and new beginnings for those of us with Sagittarius prominent in our natal chart. If your birthday falls on June 5th, within 5 days before that date or 5 days after, this promises to be a very super important year for you. Saturday is a mildly challenging day with the annual Sun-Mars square. The super competitive day brings hot-headed, angry energy that makes you want to take a hammer to kill an ant. It's one of those days where you have big ambitions to get a lot accomplished, yet only pieces of your goals can get accomplished. One step at a time. However, a Capricorn moon on Sunday is great for accomplishing projects that did not get done in the past few days. So slow down. I know you feel like the pedal is on the metal to go fast, but slow down, take it easy, and let these planets turn direct, and then everything will take off like gangbusters. This is Elizabeth Joyce with Visions of Reality. The website is new-visions.com. If you'd like to make a call to ask a question or to book a reading, the 24-hour answering service is 201-934-8986. Thank you for tuning in. Please check like for me, and I will see you next time.